Hey, everybody. Welcome to the live, not so live. Actually, if you're watching the recording, then it's not live. So welcome to the partially dead, not quite, what was that from Princess Bride? I do, I can revive mostly dead, but not fully dead. I can do partially dead, but I cannot do fully dead. So this is the partially dead recording. I don't know where that comes from. So we're going to do a little ukastenic moment here for those of you who haven't been with us for a while or who kind of forget this. We used to do some exercises, and ukastenics are your little jumping jacks and squat thrusts. I guess they're called burpees now, and sit-ups and ways to move, do chord transitions. So we're going to do a little ukastenic moment. We're going to bring in the overhead cam so we can get a good look at, don't do that, that's silly. Let's do that. The OUJ close-up cam. And what I'm going to do, and you can play along at home. Of course, you're at home, so you don't have to do this. But this may be very useful to you in your future life, or maybe not at all ever again, but I think it's useful. So I'm going to take my middle finger and I'm going to put it on the third string, first fret, like I was playing an A7, but with my middle finger. And then I'm going to take my ring finger and I'm going to put it on the fourth string, fourth string, second fret. So now I've got an A. But I've got an A with my middle finger and my ring finger. I'm just going to strum that 4 times. It can be clunky. It can sound awful. You aren't used to pressing down like that. I don't know. Maybe you are. But I'm just going to do that 4 times. Now, I'm going to take those same 2 fingers, same 2 strings. I'm going to move them down to the 3rd fret. 1, 2, 3, 3rd fret. So now they're on the 3rd fret and the 4th fret, and I've got 4, 3, open, open, and I've got this index finger waving around here. I'm just going to touch it down. Don't get nervous. I'm just going to touch it down on the 2nd fret. I'm just touching, not even pressing. Just got everything there nice and loosey-goosey, and now I'm going to press everything down and strum. So we just went from A on the 1st fret with the middle finger and the ring finger. We slid it to the 3rd fret. We laid down our index finger, and we did B. A to B. We're going to go back and do A with those 2 interior fingers and slide them back to B. Now we're going to go to A, and we're going to do 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go to B. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go to A. 1, not too bad. 3, 4. And we're going to go to B. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not too shabby. So now we're going to go back to A. We're going to take those 4 beats and we're going to make them into a strum. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. So we've got A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down. Slide it to B. Down, down, up, down. Back to A. Down, down, up, down. Slide it to B. Not too bad. And now we're going to go to A, and we're going to do just 2 beats. To B, 2 beats. To A, 2 beats. To B, 2 beats. Now we're going to do A 4 beats, B 4 beats, then A2, B2. Let's just do that. A 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, up, down. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, we're going to take that B form that we're so excited about, and we're going to go 1 on B. We're just going to slide a 1 fret, which is actually going to be B flat, 1 on that, and then we're going to keep sliding so our index finger goes off, and we're forming our A again. So we're going to go B, B flat, A. Okay, let's try that again. B, now at no time have our 2 middle fingers ever left that 4th and 3rd string. Go B, 1st fret, index finger is off. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's do A 4 beats. Let me count you in. 2, 3, 4. B 4 beats. A 2 beats. Oops. B 2 beats. And then 1, 2, 3, B, B flat A. 1, 2, 3. So let's put that all together. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. A 4 beats. B 4 beats. A 2 beats. B 2 beats. B, B flat A. That's your ukasthetic moment of going from A to B. Now, when we actually play this in about half an hour, and it all comes back to you, and you think, oh, that's why we practiced it first. I think we're going from a D, 4 beats, and then we have to switch to our A. So, of course, we'll talk about it then, but you have to practice going from D, however you play your D, to that middle finger A. And that's another ukasthetic moment. D to A, D to A, D to A, B, A, B, B flat, A. That's today's ukasthetic moment from OUJ. So there you have it. Okay, so let's forget about that for a second. But when we do transition from one song to the next, I invite you to, let's see, what's it? Yeah, that's good. I invite you to practice that. Go back to that as we go to a new song and you're kind of set, you're ready, and I'm talking, whatever. Go ahead and practice that. A, B, because that's going to come in handy, very handy. Let's share the screen just for fun. Good to see you, Molly. Didn't see if anybody else showed up. If anybody else showed up, it's good to see you too, even though I don't see you. Let's do that. Oh, yeah. So I was going to do Hank Williams and Patsy Cline. We don't have enough Patsy Cline songs. I could do just all Hank Williams because we do have enough of that. But then I got involved in some other stuff and I thought, maybe we'll just do a country thing. So we just kind of decided to do a country thing. I decided this all on my own, which I'm capable of doing. And then all of a sudden I thought, well, there's some other songs out there that are in our portfolio that we never play. So why don't we do that? This intro, C, down, down, up. F, down, down, up. G7 with a V is down, up. So that's down, up on G7, and then your pinky goes out to that first string, 3rd fret, or your ring finger pushes out, poofs out, either one, and is brought back in. So that maneuver, that G7 maneuver is down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. So the whole thing is C, F, down, up, down, down. That's kind of fun. Let's do that again. It's totally contrived. I didn't find that on any intro. Maybe something they were doing in one of his early recordings sounded a little bit like that. So I just kind of threw that in there. You're cheating hard. So that's classic walk down. C major 7, 0002, C7, 0001. Will make you weep. So it does a lot of 2-beat, 2-beat, 4-beat, 2-beat, 2-beat, 4-beat. F. You cry and cry. There you poof out again, or you get your pinky in there again. And of course, that could be just 4 beats of G7. That G7 sus4 is a affectation to keep you from playing 8 beats of G7. And try to sleep. Second verse, same as the first, almost. There's a C major 7 there. That third section, C7, when tears come down like falling rain. We've been practicing. We've been building up to this for 12 months. You have the word rain in a song or tears. You should try to emulate that. So this cries for doing falling, single strum on C, rain, falling rain, rain. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's a C strum, and then just picking the first, second, and third string. Falling rain. You'll toss around and call my name, poof out, bring it back. You'll walk the door the way I do. You're cheating hard. I poofed out there and didn't say anything about it. We'll tell on you. That's the whole song. Everything else repeats. Okay? Let's play it unless there's questions about poofing out. Operators are standing by. We'll take a sip while we're standing by. One, two, three. See if you remember the opening. 4. Your cheating heart will make you weep. Screwed that up, didn't I? You cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come. Did better that time, the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell on you when tears come down like falling rain. You'll toss around and call my name, poof out and back. You walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Your cheating heart will pine someday and rue the love you threw away. The time will come when you'll be blue. Your cheating heart will tell on you when tears come down like falling rain. You'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Little jazzy ending. Hank Williams never ended it like that, but that was a little jazzy ending. Since we got 7 songs, we'll just keep going. If there's questions, you'll jump in. I know you will. Come on up to the house. Tom Waits song, but oh, my mind is leaving me. It'll come to me. I can see her face. I can hear her voice. It's the only reason we play this. In the original, maybe volume 1, 2, 3 of OUJ's Greatest Hits, all of these 2-chord combinations were in brackets. So you would be going. But I unbracketed them. I took it from landscape format to portrait format and tried to make it more accessible to everyone. So you can just do down, down, up. Knowing full well that in many, many songs on those second 4 beats, those second 2 chords in a 4-chord progression, we do tend to combine them. So we do down, down, up on C and A minor. And then we would combine F and C and do a down, down, up, up, down, switching to C on the up. Again, you've got a lot of 2 beats, 2 beats, 2 beats, and then all of a sudden there'll be a 4-beat intrusion. So you have to watch for a chord and 3 dots for those 4 beats. Other than that, this one's pretty straightforward. I think we can just scream through it. C sus4 is, of course, is your C, holding your C and putting your index finger down on that 2nd string, 1st fret. C, C sus4. Notice my ring finger never moves. And so if you play that as written, down, down, up, down, down, up. But if you drop your hands off your ukulele and just want to listen for a second, you know, most of the time when we get to those sections, I'll probably combine those 2. Something like that. I also added a new ending with those single stops on the second to the last line, single strums. And then you pick up the rhythm again on the last line. Let's do this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the moon is broken, the sky is cracked. Come on up to the house. The only things you can see is all that you lack. Come on up to the house. Sarah Jarosz, of course. All your crying don't do no good. Come on up to the house. Come down off the cross. We can use the wood. Gotta come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world is not my own, just a passing through. Gotta come on up to the house. There's no light at the tunnel, no irons in the fire. Come on up to the house. And you're singing lead soprano in a junk man's choir. Gotta come on up to the house. Does life seem nasty, brutish, and short? Come on up to the house. The seas are stormy, you can't find no port. Gotta come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. There's nothing in the world that you can do. Gotta come on up to the house. You've been whipped by the forces that are inside of you. You gotta come on up to the house. Well, you're high on top of your mountain of woe. You gotta come on up to the house. Well, you know you should surrender, but you can't let it go. Gotta come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world is not my own, I'm just a passing through. You gotta come on up to the house. The world is not my own, just a passing through. Gotta come on up to the house. That was an OUJ world debut of a revision, in case you want to tell anybody about that tonight over dinner. All-time favorite. I hope we play this on Saturday. We are playing on Saturday, by the way, so I hope to see a few of you. That's not easy to say. A few of you there. And maybe somebody will pick that one and we'll play it as a group. Or maybe nobody will. This one's pretty straightforward with some stops. It's an important song in its genre and is likely to either be only played once and never again or requested every month. I think it could go either way. This is what happens when you start thinking about country songs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two beats. I got something important to say. Gonna say it in my own special way. I've been mulling it over, thinking it through. Wanna say it just right, make it perfectly clear. Gotta say those words a partner wants to hear. I finally made up my mind, gonna settle for you. And I've tried to make this gender neutral, so this is not, it sounds better as a idiot redneck guy than a redneck woman, but country woman. I mean, a brilliant and intelligent country woman, but it could go either way, any non-gender. It is gender neutral. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna settle for you. I'm gonna settle for you. My lifelong search for the perfect partner is through. I'm not saying you're perfect, but you're not half bad, and that'll have to do. I'm tired of waiting for my dream to come true. I'm gonna settle for you. Finally realize as time goes by, I've been setting my expectations way too high. Isn't that what you've been telling me all along? I've had my fun, no more fooling around. I'll settle for you, 'cause I'm settling down. I gotta admit you were right, and I was wrong. You're asking me to share my feelings. Isn't it incredible what I'm revealing? I put a lot of thought into every word. I'm not sure how to read that look in your eyes. Seems like it's taking you by surprise. You look like you can't believe what you just heard. Song would make you happy. You look like you're about ready to slap me. In case you misunderstood, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna settle for you. I'm gonna settle for you. My lifelong search for the perfect partner is through. Saying you're perfect, but you're not half bad, and that'll have to do. I'm tired of waiting for my dream to come true. I'm gonna settle for you down to the bottom. I'm not saying you're perfect, but you're not half bad. That'll have to do. I'm tired of waiting for my dream to come true. Gonna settle for you. World debut of Gonna Settle for You, aka Settling Down. There's only one group in the world that plays it that I know of.
If anybody said that to me, I would say, I'm not settling for you. Bye.
Oh, strong comeback.
Sorry.
Strong comeback.
I apologize. The feminist in me just jumped out.
I'm with you, Susan.
Thank you.
I think we have it on.
Awesome.
Um,
We were hoping to get a reaction. We just weren't sure what kind of reaction we might get.
Well, you got one from me.
Very good.
Sorry.
No,
It's a ditto for me.
No need to apologize.
Yeah.
Great song. I know a lot about my flaws, so it's so good for me.
Let's look at Baby Now That I Found You. So we got D, C, G. Now, if you keep your ring finger down, then it becomes another ukastenic moment with your index and your middle finger by just reconfiguring them to play G minor. You've got G. Somebody's still unmuted, so sorry.
Oh.
Yep, we're all good now, I think. So you got G, keep that ring finger planted, and reconfigure your index down on the first string, first fret, and your middle finger up on that third string, second fret. And that's why we've been doing these exercises for these many months. That looks like spider exercise from way back when to me. Anyway, that's kind of a neat one. G, G minor, G, G minor. And if you look down the right-hand side of the chart, you can see it comes up in the first verse, the second verse. You skip it for a while, comes up in the that first line of like the fifth, maybe the fifth line in, where there's the ooh, ooh, comes up there. So this is a really good one to just not have to struggle with. And the best way to not struggle with it is to keep that ring finger planted. Okay, and then after that you got D, E7, G, and A. So that's not too bad. All 4 beats. Then the first verse, baby, now that I found you, I won't let you go. Here's your first acoustic moment. World around you, I need you so. So it's the exact same progression as the intro. Second verse, the exact same progression of the intro, but you've got a D at the end of that second line. And then C, yeah, then it's the first 4 chords of the intro, D, C, G, G minor. Okay, so that's all playable. That's all doable, just a little bit of practice. Baby. Yeah, okay, I can do that. Then on that 5th line, that ooh, ooh, and then baby, baby with the D, baby, baby, when first we met. We're going to do the baby, baby, the D. So you got D, E7, G, and A. Got D, E7, G, and A. Now, if you were here at 105, this is what we built up to. A, and you want to play that A on that end of that second line with that middle finger and ring finger. Middle finger like you're playing your A7, ring finger like you're playing your A minor. So now you've got 2, 1, open, open. A, and then you slide it over for 4 beats of B. All on the same strings, just sliding it from the 1st fret to the 3rd fret and putting your index finger down. It can sound clunky for the next 6 months, but you're gonna love it once you get it. We go A, and then B, and then back to A. It says F sharp minor, but you're playing this new form of A, and maybe your pinky isn't ready to get involved in this whole hoo-ha, OUJ, acoustic hoo-ha. There's no reason why you can't just keep playing A there. It's 4 beats, it'll go by in a hurry, it sounds great. If you can get your pinky down for your F sharp minor, great. If you can't, do not sweat it. 4 beats of whatever. Back to B, 2 beats. A, 2 beats. B, 2 beats. And then 1, it's all still B. Then 1 beat, move it. 1 beat, move it. 4 beats. So we're just gonna stay on this spent my life looking for somebody for about the rest of our lives, for the next 5 minutes, say. Let's go B, let's go the previous line. So the second line in that big unshaded section where you end with the word time and you've got an A. Let's start with A. So time, A, 2, 3, 4, A, slide, B, slide back, A, 2 beats on B, down, down, up, slide, down, down, up. 1, 2, 3, do that again. We're on the second line, unshaded section at the end with the chord is A and the word is time. 2, 3, 4. Time. Spend my life looking for that somebody. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's do that again. One more time. On the A and the word time. 2, 3, 4. B. A. 2 beats of B. 2 of A. 2 of B. 1 slide off. Okay, let's see if we can, let's do that whole verse. We'll start with baby, baby. Do it nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Baby, baby, when first we met, I knew in this heart of mine, you were someone I couldn't forget, sitting right, I bide my time, nice and slow. Spend my life looking for that somebody to make me feel like you. 1, 2, 3. Now you tell me that you wanna leave me, but darling, I just can't let you. On that A dot slash, I do it down, up, down, up. Can't let you, just a down, up, down, up. Can't let you. And then you finish with the D. Ooh. Of course, Alison Krauss can carry the whole thing for all 16 beats. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And there's your G minor switch. Single strum. Okay, so who's got questions on that whole hoo-ha? Because that's the whole shebang there. Everything else is doable. Everything else is just strumming.
So you're not playing that F sharp minor?
That was what I was saying was, if this way of playing A is new to you, then getting your pinky in there for the F sharp minor may be a little bit too much. So you may have stopped listening to me I would stop listening to me at this point. I just want to play the A. The A sounds fine. And so if your pinky doesn't want to participate, then don't worry about it. So the F sharp minor is simply that A with the pinky involved at the bottom. So you could just keep going back and forth from A to B to A to B to A to B and not worry about the F sharp minor. The way it's written, there is an F sharp minor.
Okay.
In my mind, it's totally like arbitrary, optional. Great question. Let's go through it slow. Let's see. Baby. This song's in D. It's the first word. I just got to practice, and in A, and also in G, C, and F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and slow. Switcheroo. Baby, now that I found you, I won't let you go. Build my world around you, I need you so. Baby, even though you don't need me now. Baby, now that I found you, I won't let you go. I built my world around you, I need you so. Baby, even though you don't need me, you don't need me, no, no. Ooh, ooh. You were someone I couldn't forget, sitting right, and I bide my time nice and slow. Spend my life looking for that somebody to make me feel like you. 1, 2, 3. Now you tell me that you wanna leave me, but darling, I just can't let you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 2, 3, 4. Baby, baby, when first we met, I knew in this heart of mine, you were someone I couldn't forget. I sit right and I bide my time. Spend my life looking for that somebody to make me feel like you. Now you tell me that you wanna leave me, but darling, I just can't let you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now that I found you, I built my world around you. I need you so. Baby, even though you don't need me now, baby, now that I found you, I won't let you go. I built my world around you, need you so. Baby, even though you don't need me, you don't need me, no, no. Aw. So this was a song that was a pop song. Group called The Foundations, Build Me Up Buttercup was their biggest hit. By The Foundations in Great Britain. Maybe 69, maybe 70, somewhere right in there. And it was a hit, but not a huge one. And then Alison Krauss and her band decided to pick it up as a country song, country bluegrass crossover song. And she got the Grammy for Best Female Vocalist for this song in either 98 or 99, somewhere in there. So this is from pop to country. And her version is just stellar. So well worth taking a look at. If you get a chance on the old YouTube, Alison Krauss, Krauss. We've done a couple of her songs, I think. I think we have. The song we did once in the COVID years, Morning Sky, Dan Fogelberg, from his second album. And that's Maki. And Maki's one of Maki's girlfriends. Again, 4 beats, 2 beats, 2 beats. We're going to play it slow because there's, we've only played it once and, it's got, for whatever reason, we've only played it once. But it's got it really, so it's a singer-songwriter of extraordinary breadth who takes country bluegrass genre and throws in a couple chords that you just don't hear anywhere else. So it's just classic Dan Fogelberg. So anyway, so it's G, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, G, A minor, good thing going strong, never doubt it. Lately, I feel change is coming on. Know that I will soon be gone. You don't even want to talk about it. So there's two things I wanted to talk about. One was that G to C. When you go from G to C, and we've talked about this before, is keeping your middle finger in place on that first string second fret. So it's hiding behind your normal ring finger. So when you go back to G, you're planted already. So you can just go G, C, G, C. So you're playing a two-fingered C with one of the fingers hidden for a bunch of the song. So G, you, I were hidden back, A minor. G, hidden back, hidden back, hidden back. It just makes that transition so easy. So the reason I like this song is because of the E minor and E flat augmented. Because we never play E flat augmented. And so this gives you an opportunity to look at a song where you run into, like, you know, the whole song and it's so easy to play. And then all of a sudden you run into one chord or two chords that you really, it is so hard to get into and out of. And so the concept that I'm going to try to transfer to you here, or just discuss or put out there in the ether, is slow it down and single strum it, and nobody cares how fast you go, and just make that part of the song, just those 4 beats, slow. So we get to the end of the first shaded section. You've got an A minor and a D. Do a single strum in E minor. Ooh. And then that E flat augmented is just a D minor. You're just reconfiguring. You're keeping your index finger planted right there on that first string second fret, and you're just taking your next 2 fingers and making a D minor shape. But it just happens to be in a different part of the neck than your normal D minor. So you've got open 3, 3, 2. And so you just do 2 chords in a row, single strum, and you just do E minor, ooh, ooh, makes me stop and wonder why people give their hearts, turn around and say goodbye. There's something on your mind, better say it while there's time, 'cause I'm leaving when I see that morning sky. So nobody knows this song. You want to play it, you like the chord progression, just slow down there and single strum it. E minor, E flat diminished. And so that's the only tricky part of the entire song. So we'll just play through it here, unless somebody's got some. Oh yeah, no, there's one other tricky part. Unless somebody's got some questions. Second last line, because I'm leaving when I see that morning sky. Because I'm leaving when I see that morning sky. When you hit your last strum on your G, you have to mind meld, watch 2 fingers float off the neck and up to the top of the 5th fret. You have to have G, you just finished, and you're watching 2 fingers up to the top of the 5th fret. From G, take 2 fingers, top of the 5th fret, and then take 1 finger back down to C major 7, O2. So G up to the top fret of the 5th. G, top strings of the 5th. G. More acoustic moments than you can shake a stick at. Isn't that fun? So here's G fully strummed. 1, 2, 3, 4, sky. see that morning sky. So that's a little bit tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4. You and I were lovers all along. We had a good thing going strong. Never doubted. Lately, I feel changes coming on. Know that I will soon be gone. You don't even want to talk about it. Slow it down. Ooh, and it makes me stop and wonder why people give their hearts, turn around and say goodbye. There's something on your mind, better say it while there's time. 'Cause I'm leaving when I see that morning sky. Ooh, how did we ever come to this? Nothing for me in your kisses anymore. Late nights in the kitchen, I pretend that I still care. But we both know there's nothing there, and something I got screwed up on my timing and my lyrics and my melody. And so we're gonna do that second section again. 2, 3, 4. Ooh, how did we ever come to this? Nothing for me in your kisses anymore. Oh my goodness. Late nights in the kitchen, I pretend that I still care. We both know there's nothing there, and you just keep on staring at the door. Was that so hard? Ooh, and it makes me stop and wonder why people give their hearts, turn around and say goodbye. There's something on your mind, better say it while there's time. 'Cause I'm leaving when I see that morning sky. Well, we were going to go back up to the first verse and then repeat the chorus, but we'll just save a little bit of time here because we're moving into overtime. And we got more room, more ground to cover. So let's go to that F major 7, 2, 3, 4. See that morning sky. I know the notes always say 2:15, but I do like to finish at 2 when we can. You know, just to make sure I don't lose too many folks in that next hour. So anyway, that's Dan Fogelberg. Fun song. Good song. Good practice for something. Good practice for something. In this song, you could play it island strum the entire way through. It's almost all either 4 beats or 8 beats. But we wanted to mix it up, have the verses and the chorus have a different strum pattern. And so we did this down, up, down, up. We did cut that out. Got more interruptions than you can shake a stick at. So a chord and a dot is down, up, and a slash and a dot is another down, up, down, up. So that's 4 down, ups, or 8 beats for C, 8 beats for E minor. And you can see we do that all the way through the first verse. And then all of a sudden you've got, in that second unshaded section, you've got, and that's a chorus, and that you've got G. It's 1:15. I'm all alone and I need you now. We go to an island strum. So we've been doing down, up, 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 down, up. And all of a sudden we're at. And they use a lot of piano in the song. And so I kind of like, on my B minor 7s, sometimes I'll do a single strum and do a 1, 2, 3 from the bottom just to make it sound interesting. So I might do it's a quarter after one. I'm all alone and I need you now. Said I wouldn't call, lost all control and I need you now. Something like that. So you actually have three elements to mix into the entire song. This is Lady Antebellum, not a group that has a ton of pop hits in the non-country arena, but huge in the country arena. But this was a country crossover smash, about $1 billion seller. So if there are no questions, we'll just kind of play it just for fun. I'm gonna bring it up on the big board here, I think is what I'll do. That's what I think I'll do that. Let's get that baby up. Yeah, let's do. Oh, you can actually see that. That's not good. Not supposed to see behind the curtain. You could still see behind the curtain. That's not okay, who cares? 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor, down, up, down. C. Picture perfect memories scattered all around the floor. Reaching for the phone, 'cause I can't fight it anymore. And I wonder if I ever cross your mind. Me, it happens all the time. It's a quarter after one. I'm all alone and I need you now. Said I wouldn't call, but I lost all control and I need you now. And I don't know how I can do without. I just need you now. Now we're switching back. Another shot of whiskey. Can't stop looking at the door. Wishing you'd come sweeping in the way you did before. And I wonder if I ever cross your mind. For me it happens all the time. It's a quarter after one. I'm all alone and I need you now. Said I wouldn't call, lost all control and I need you now. And I don't know how I can do without. I just need you now. Guess I'd rather hurt than feel nothing at all. It's a quarter after one. I'm all alone and I need you now. Said I wouldn't call, but I'm a little drunk and I need you now. And I don't know how I can do without. I just need you now. I just need you now. It's lost all control and need you now. I don't know how I can do without. I just need you now. That is Lady Antebellum. We have played that a few times, but always enjoy getting back to it. Kind of seeing if we can still bang it out. Might as well close it out with something in 3/4 time. Strum 1, 2, strum 1, 2, strum 1, 2, strum 1, strum 1, 2, something like that. I don't think there's anything too tricky about this one, except for the plot twist. That's always tricky. Jan Unwin, she was working hard on this one. I wanted to do Lucille. And then I got into Lucille and the lyrics, like the second verse or whatever, everything goes kind of south and dark. And I thought, nah. And I knew this was out there. I thought it was Weird Al Yankovic. I thought it was a Weird Al song, but I couldn't find him doing it. But some other people were doing it. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. On a road in Toledo, across from the depot, I was cruising in my old Jeep. It wasn't good looking, but I was sure cooking or booking. And anyway, I got it dirt cheap. Me and my old lady were cruising about 80 when the car really started to roar. Round the curve we were turning, something was burning, but I shoved that old gas pedal down to the floor. In the mirror, I saw something cruise down the highway. I thought how it looked out of place. It was my tire going like fire. I had a strange look on my face. I really don't know, but it looked like a donut. For a minute, I thought I was dead. I started crying. I thought we were dying. I looked out the windshield something, and said, "You picked a fine time to leave me loose wheel." With 4 old bald tires, you were such a good deal. I've had some clunkers, some really bad junkers, but you were just a great steal. You picked a fine time to leave me loose wheel. After the collision, I made a decision. I thought how I'd lived through it all. In the glow of the headlights, I checked out the damage. You really couldn't see much at all. I started thinking, I'm glad I'm not drinking. And these words came back time after time. You picked a fine time to leave me loose wheel. With 4 old bald tires, you were such a good deal. I've had some clunkers, some really bad junkers, but you were just a great steal. You picked a fine time to leave me loose wheel. You picked a fine time to leave me loose wheel. Wheel. And that's a country special classic from OUJ. Let's stop sharing. That may be
Very
the
fun.
first. That was kind of nutty.
I liked it.
How's everybody doing out there? All good? All good, all good? Very good. I'm gonna stop recording. See what's happening. Let's do that somewhere here. Somewhere to stop recording.